Dave from Eerie Arachnids. I'm kind of in the shadow here. Anyway, well, maybe because of this, right? Let's turn that off. I don't know if that'll help. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the following video, the clips that are coming in after you get done seeing me. I don't even know how many we actually fed. There was a handful of them. We got some pretty good takedowns, and we got some that we didn't really catch all that great, but then we had a couple that didn't feed. There was a bunch of them that I thought definitely would feed and didn't. I was actually pretty disappointed. My ornithoctone prison de abuelas fed, but it wasn't a great takedown. My Harpactira pulchripes, who's been out and about, did not feed, as well as my Chelobrachys species electric blue. Those were going to be my two highlights of this video, and neither one of them ate. So yeah, so there'll be a handful of pretty good takedowns and some goofy things, and there's going to be a couple outtakes on the end of me trying to do this part right here. But I wanted to apologize to everybody that was in the live feed the last time. It was a great feed. I enjoyed it so much, but something happened. Well, we lost power here, so it kind of killed everything. But when we got everything back and going, I didn't realize that the live feed was still going. It just wasn't recording, and it completely killed. I mean, I couldn't even watch Super Bowl here on my TV. Everything was all streaky and crazy. And until I looked at the phone, I went on my YouTube to see how many comments I was getting, and I wasn't getting any. I couldn't understand. Usually by then I had a handful of comments on the lives, and I looked at it, it still said live. And so I joined in on the actual conversation, and I could. So I had to kill the video, and it wouldn't actually let me just stop the live feed. I had to actually delete the video from YouTube. So unfortunately, for those of you that checked out early, didn't get to see the rest of it. Some of you that wanted to see it that didn't get to see it, I'm sorry that happened. But we're going to do some of that in the podcast. Actually, I might even just do the podcast next year when I get done with this. I ain't got nothing else really important to do. So yeah, we'll probably do a podcast real quick on common names, and yeah, who knows from there. But I hope you guys enjoy everything that follows, and we have some big announcements that we're going to do here real soon. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. Like I said, I think I mentioned some of this in the live feed, but some cool things that are happening. We have some spiders getting ready to molt. I need to redo how everybody's set up there, because the way that they were sitting wasn't conducive to what I needed to do. So we kind of have to go through and restack everybody a better way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the following video, and if you do, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, please. I love listening or reading comments, and I do try to acknowledge all the comments, and I know a lot of channels don't get an opportunity to do that. That's what's nice about not being so big, is that you can respond to a lot of comments. Please check me out on Instagram. I'm putting a lot of pictures up on Instagram, more than on Facebook now. I'm enjoying the Instagram part of it a little bit more. I get a little bit more exposure there. More people are seeing my work. So yeah, check me out over there, and stay tuned for the podcast. That's coming real quick. You might even hear the podcast before you see this video. So we'll see you guys coming up soon. Bye. Hello. Let's do a feeding video. This is the Ediothelomira. Hopefully this one will get a takedown, and the cricket will actually stay in the enclosure. You never know with the crickets. This is going to be old style Eerie Arachnids here, so we're just going to do some filming and some chatting while we go. Oh, looks like we got a possible winner there. Oh, there we go. That was nice. Okay, we started off on a great foot. That was one of the best shots of an Ediothelomira I've ever got. So let's move on. We're going to try the Boomba Cabocla next. See what we can get out of this one. You can see the spider in the lower left-hand corner of the enclosure. We'll just dump the cricket in, and yes, we are going to have another interesting takedown here. Oh, it's probably going to go. Cricket's going to screw us over. At least you're going to get a good shot of the Boomba. There we go. We're not sure what the sex of this one is yet, but it's been a very good eater. Probably going to move this one up into a longer enclosure real soon. There's the spider right there, but I don't know where the cricket went. Again, this is old school Eerie Arachnids right here. Vintage stuff. Going back to a bunch of fluff in the middle of takedowns. So if this one actually does end up with the cricket, we'll bring her back so you guys could see it. I said her, but I have no idea what it is. So let's try something. Well, there we are. Just absolutely stunning spiders, really. That rose peachish carapace and fangs, and just absolutely perfectly offsets with the black legs and black abdomen of this species. I know Tom Moran highly recommends these, so if you have an opportunity to pick one of these up, I would highly recommend it too. They are really good spiders. They don't get too big. I think full-size female on over average would probably be about 5 inches, but I would think there'd be more in the 4 to 4.5 inch range. Great spider. Okay, let's try something new. Best. This webbing generally doesn't do well with crickets. They usually jump out, but we're going to try and feed the female Neoholthelliense. See if she will come out for something. She loves crickets. She loves roaches. She loves worms. She'd probably eat my fingers if given the opportunity. She's generally a pretty good eater if we can coax her out. She will be on the right-hand side of the enclosure, so it's a matter of just kind of wait. Oh, nope, she'll be on the left-hand side of the enclosure, up on the very top there. There she is right there. Yeah, she wasted no time. She kind of caught me off guard because I didn't think she was on that side. Awesome, awesome dwarf species. Can't go wrong with these at all. They are quick, but again, they're a spider that if you generally get them set up and they're comfortable, they're not going to take off on you. Okay, let's see Ephebopus rufescens, one of the two that I have. I fed the smaller one yesterday. We'll see if this one might want to come out. Yeah. Definitely wanted to come out. We're right back underneath her plant. So another quick jack-in-the-box feeding. Grab it, pull it in, and all done. So, but we're getting some good takedowns so far, so let's see if we can continue that pace. We got a lot of great spiders to feed, so we'll probably be in the neighborhood about 10 or 15 of them. We're going to try the Harpactera pulchripes here. Last time we got a sneak takedown over there where the cricket is right now. Yeah, if my camera will stay still on the tripod. But I've been actually watching this cricket move around this enclosure for about 3 to 5 minutes now, and I've filmed and stopped I don't know, about 3 or 4 times. She doesn't seem to want to come out. I know she's hungry because she's been hanging out outside the enclosure at night quite frequently, so we might just let her go and let her eat in peace, and if she comes out, we'll try to get her on film. Okay, here comes the Ornithoctinae species prison de abuelas right there. You can see her. She's going to grab that mealworm and take it down below. I just wish you guys would get a really, really good shot of her because she is just absolutely stunning. Well, there's a close-up of the takedown anyway. She kind of got turned on by the water. She sat here for about 2 minutes with those worms wiggling around, didn't do anything. But when I sprayed some water in there, she got a little bit more excited and went right for him. So, yep. There you go, another good takedown. Wasn't the greatest, but another takedown at the very least, right? That's what we want. So we're going to do our very best with this one. Not a lot of people get to see this one, and not a lot of people have them. This is the Brachypelma shorderi, the Mexican black velvet. He was just out. I don't know that this cricket's going to coax him back out of there, but we can try. I don't know if I can kind of draw him out with the tongs. Yep, we can. Well, we're not really drawing him out. We're just pissing him off is what we're doing. I don't know if you guys can't see down inside there, can you? Here is a Brachypelma threat posture. See him? Doesn't want anything to do with us. And we'll see maybe what happens if the cricket goes down there, but oop, of course, right out we go. Okay, well, at least you got to see a threat posture. Now I got to catch the stupid cricket. Okay, there's the Homoioma chilensis, my female. She needs to eat. She didn't eat last time, but she's still putting on a little bit of pounds in the back end, so that's good. That's what we want to see, because you know, again, we're not 100% positive we got a pairing out of her, but oh, now the cricket's going to go to your other side. I don't know, dear. You don't seem very interested. Cricket's over here. Let's try it this way. What do you say? Want it? Do you want to eat it? No? It's not that interested, huh? Okie dokie then. She's pretty though, isn't she? Pretty unwilling to eat. Okay, sorry about this one, guys, but we'll try some more. Here's one of my favorite spiders. This is Ceratojaurus myriadinalis. I'm not really quite sure where it's going to come out, if it's going to come out, why it's going to come out. Well, it's going to come out to eat the cricket, hopefully. But there's a couple entrances. You can see the one to your right, and then there's one in the back corner. Oh, and one right underneath the log there. Yep, good night. Just an awesome spider. Just love this one. Made a great little home underneath that log right there. As you can see, it's burrowed underneath there, and then it's got the back entrance there, and then of course the little entrance here on the side. We had much better vision than pictures of this one when it was in the softball enclosure, of course. Got some really good takedowns from this one, but yeah, we're going to see what we could do as far as getting some really cool things with this one. It didn't web up as much in this one as it did in the old enclosure. You can see a little bit of webbing here, and there's a little bit of webbing that's lining back here in the corner, but other than that, of course, it's made its web matte. You can't see you're getting a glare. You can see the webbing on the floor there, but yeah, this one hasn't molted for a while, so I'm actually pretty surprised it hasn't. We might come out there. Huh? You gonna come out and show us? This one likes to be on the camera. The very showy spider. There we are. Likes to come out and do a happy dance, come out a little bit, go down a different way. It's always very character. Got a big character in this spider, so I think that's why I like it so much. It does give us some good shots, and got some really good pictures of this one in the past. So okay, so this is the recently molted Brachypelma classy. I'm not quite sure that we'll get a takedown out of this one. I'm not sure it's quite ready to eat yet. This is Thaisa. Maybe we'll get some flashlight in there, so you guys might be able to see at least there's some feet. We'll see what happens when the cricket gets to that general area. See, we call it here in the United States a flashlight. In the UK, they call it a torch. A torch to us is a stick with burning fire on the end. So what exactly is a stick with burning fire on the end in the UK? That kind of got me curious. Come on, cricket, get out of there. I just want to see if this guy's going to eat or this gal's going to eat. I don't know. Yep. Alright, so we got a somewhat takedown there, right? We can kind of tilt the enclosure a little bit so you can see we definitely have our colors now. They're not spectacular. I like this hide, but I'm not really exactly fond of how it sits. It's got to sit that way because of its width, but I'm trying to figure out how to make this a little bit better, and I don't know that I can. The spider seems to enjoy staying underneath there, so I don't know if I'm going to mess with it much. But Brachypelma classy, we got two more we're going to try, so hopefully we'll get takedowns with both of them. Okay, so we're back with the Homoioma chilensis because she did get the cricket. I guess we probably just needed to wait her out a little bit. I've been kind of spoiling myself with the editing with the feeding clips, because it's so easy just to not say anything and just watch them and then cut the clips down. It is really easier for me to do it that way, but I know people wanted to have a normal everyday listen to day video, so that's what I decided to do for this one. We're going to do an African feeding species video again, and another Brachypelma feeding video. I fed all the Salmopaeus today or yesterday, so we don't have to worry about any of those for a little while. And the order from Pelp's not coming tomorrow because they had an ice storm there, so hopefully Wednesday. We'll have to see how that plays out. She's not moving. There she is, a little Labrador with red tuft of hair. Still as can be. I won't bother her too much longer. We'll let her be. And we tried the Sanderi. Sanderi didn't want to eat. It's probably too close after the molt. So we're going to finish with, hopefully, the Phormictopus cancerides will be ready to eat. So that's hopefully my big bang at the end. Let's find this out. One molted last week, so we're going to give it a shot and see if maybe it's ready to pounce on something. I'm going to say yes. I tell you what, I didn't want one of these for such a long time, and again, I ended up getting. I've had this girl for a couple of years now, actually. Girl, guy, I'm not really quite sure. It was just part of a breeding loan thing that I got from Vlad from Vikings Inverts. He got my male Brachypelma vagans, and I also sent him a female Haplopus species Columbia large and a female Chilobrachys fimbriatus, and he sent me back some Balfours, sent me 5 of these Haitian brown bird eaters, the cancerides, and then 5 vagans. I thought he sent me 2 E. marinus. I think he sent me in the end 2 as well. So, yeah. So I never really wanted one of these because I know that they're feisty and they get big, and I was trying to stay away from some of the bigger teas at that moment. But man, they're just absolutely stunning. The Phormictopus genus itself has a lot of beautiful spiders. People just don't see the beauty in them, and they are all they're cracked up to be. They're really growing on me, and I mean, I know Tom Moran really loves them. So I have this one, and I have the Aratus. So I'd like to get the Hispaniola and the Atrochromatus. I think those would be the 4 that I would want. There we go. There you go. Good hammer takedown. This one just molted, so we're going to try and see if maybe it might come back for maybe a mealworm too. We'll see. I don't know if it'll actually come out for that, but might be a little bit hard to pick it up with cricket in its mouth, but it's not really much of a mealworm. There you go. Yep, yeah, we took it. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Again, it's not the best one, it's not the worst one, but it is one. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to be doing the you know what? Let's feed one more. I got one more that probably could use a feeding. So let's feed 3 more. This is the Brachypelma vagans I was speaking of before. One of the 5 that I got in, one passed away, and the other 3 I got rid of as far as just giving them away to people. So I kept this one. So this is the only one from any of my breedings that I've ever got back that's mine. Part of my actual breeding. So we're going to try and get this one to come out with a cricket. We'll see if it'll come out. Yep, it will. Brachypelma vagans. You can't go wrong with these. They are great eaters. My Sanderi is out. What are we going to play? Jack in the Box here. Yeah, of course the Sanderi's out because she must not be ready to eat. So I might have to give her some water and see what happens. Oh, I think we're done. I think the cricket has seen its last days. And we're down in the burrow, down inside there. I don't know if we can get it light. Oh, we're going to come out with it. That would be even better. You're going to come right out. Come on. Bring that. There you go. Look at that little baby. So this is a offspring of a male that I had. It was a male that I actually got at Petco. And it molted twice, and it became a mature male, and I was like, holy crap, that was awfully quick. Got really, really leggy and big. Great species. Just love that spider. Eaten to the day that I mailed them out. Just absolutely amazing. So, okay, we got two more. I'm going to put some water with the Sanderi while I'm getting the Eerie Arachnids, which is right down in the top left-hand corner underneath there. So we'll see if this one might come up. This one molted, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago. It's eaten once, so this will be the second attempt at feeding this one. Very aggressive food eater. Well, yeah, of course they're aggressive food eater. Aggressive prey instincts with this one. Still not very big, but it can be a little shy too. I was kind of surprised at how shy this one is versus the Cancerides. Cancerides is very, very bold. I haven't really had any threat postures out of the Cancerides at all yet. I do expect them, but and I would expect them from this one as well. Over there. We don't want another in the burrow takedown here. You can see there's the spider right there and the cricket right there. So what we'll do is try and maybe get the cricket. Yep. I have a funny feeling that Mr. Arachnids there has got itself a hearty little meal. Let's see if it drags it out from underneath his log there. You can see he's laid up pretty good. Oh, you really can't see it right now, but the top section is pretty well web matted up. He didn't molt up top. He I don't know what this one is. The molt was rather small, but yeah, did a pretty good job of webbing. You can't see it, but it's there. It's like a big sheet of web with the dirt over top of it. So we got one more. Let's end with the Grammostola grossa. I'm pretty positive that one will eat. So there we are, Grammostola grossa. This one molted about 4 weeks ago-ish, I think. I'm not even really quite sure anymore when they molted. I had quite a good few of them molt in January. I think about 12 or 13 of them total. This was the first one, I believe, that molted. I can't remember which one, but this was relatively close to the beginning. So this will be the second time that I tried feeding this one, and yeah, this one's just no nonsense. When it's not in pre-molt, this thing is just a food hammer. It's upside down. It fights. It struggles. It's a good eater. I've got rid of a few of my Grammostolas. The species north and the species mall went to Alexandria, but I would like to maybe pick up an Actaeon or Iharengi, which this one is probably an Iharengi, but the actual Iharengi. You won't like hearing that yet. We got to wait for all that reclassification to go on, but based on what I understand, what we know as an Iharengi is just a hobby Iharengi, and it's probably something different. And this one here is the actual probable Iharengi. But again, I can't say things for facts. It's just things that have been told to me from people down in South America that work with these, and things that they seen in papers that get mixed up, and then someone exports them under one name, and they're actually goofed up and they don't change it, and that's where we get problems like this. So yeah, so anyway, again, wasn't the greatest feeding video, but not a bad one. I think we've done better feeding videos in the past, but I do actually kind of like the quick clips that I do with the music. They're a lot, I don't know, they're a lot more fun for me to make actually than these are. I could do talking live, or we could do some informational videos live. But you guys let me know. I mean, do you like the feeding videos done this way, or do you like them done the other way with the you know, 10, 15, 20-second real quick hit takedown with the music in the background, and you know, those videos end up being shorter in the 6 to 10 minute range. But I could compile a whole bunch of them together and make a long video. What happens is that when I start to talk and you get like this, we're at 2 minutes and some odd seconds just for this clip, that there's not a really lot of tarantulas in the video, and it ends up being 26, 27 minutes long. Some people really like that, and some people really can't stand that, because they always say there's too much fluff in the middle, and I just need to be quiet. So now you guys tell me what you think. Be nice though about it. You know, if you'd rather see the ones with just the music, or you rather see them like this, or you want a mixture. I'm sure a lot of people are going to say, well, let's do a mixture of them, but I was thinking about doing some more informational videos with feeding clips attached to the end with music in that way. So I've got a lot of things I want to try. It's just a matter of what people's preferences are, and the majority of what people enjoy, instead of just a handful of people that think that they need to be pleased and screw everybody else kind of a deal. I'm not that way. So again, thanks for tuning in. We'll have the 2,000 or 2K subscriber giveaway drawing here real soon. We'll announce some things coming up. Again, I got some collabs in the works. It's just a matter of finishing the communications and start shooting some clips and getting sent off, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, we'll see everybody later, and don't forget to watch all those channels that I watch. You know, there's so many great ones out there. Fatal Fangs is almost done. I'm sure that there's a lot of people that can't wait for that to be over. I think a lot of us that aren't in it can't wait for it to be over, as much as some of the people that are in it and some of the people that are running it. But yeah, and they'll move forward on what's going to happen next, if there's going to be a next. And in the meantime, we'll just do what we're going to do here. Because again, unless I get one of the positions as a judge in the Fatal Fangs, I don't think I'll be involved. I know people want me to, and people are upset that I told them I wasn't going to, because you know, they think I have some good clips, and definitely some really good clips that were good enough to probably win this tournament. But it is what it is, right? So as I keep rambling on about things that we really didn't need to talk about, we're going to take a look at some things for the next video. We have some of my juveniles that need to be fed. The vagans, the Chilobrachys fimbriatus, the homore, both of the albopilosums, maybe the Gramostolpulchripes, there's just a bunch of them that are going to need to be fed. So we're going to get some of that taken care of. We're going to do some rehousings. I might even do one tonight. I've been itching to do move my Dabus penniloris out of the shoebox type enclosure into one of the 1/18 scale die-cast display cases, because I think she'll be able to live in there for the rest of her life, because she's only a 4-inch spider. And then I have a couple more I'd like to move also. My Homoioma species blue male, Juan, the Brachypelma sabulosa can probably stay. For my Aphonopelma chalcodes female, I'd like to move her into something similar. She's about maxed out in size, about 4 inches, a little bit over, maybe pushing 5. But yeah, so we have some rehousings that we want to do, in some different enclosures that I'd like to try out. So I want to get all this stuff set up and figured out what I want to do for the next handful of videos anyway. But yeah, so again, thanks for supporting me, and thanks for those of you guys that tune into the live videos too. That's been a lot of fun for me, and I really enjoy it. So I'm going to probably do more of those, you know, try to do one a week and see how it goes, and we can touch on whatever topics we want to touch on, and we'll go from there. So again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll stop talking now. Happy keeping. Dave from Eerie Arachnids. Hope you guys enjoy the following video. It's a compilation, bunch of videos put together, bunch of clips, I should say, and I don't even know why. Eerie Arachnids. First of all, I want to apologize to anybody that was in the last live feed, or not live feeding. We didn't live feed.